really don't care anymore. I don't.
Perfect way to start a video.
Motivation to play this.
Think of the money, Phil. That's your motivation.
What were they thinking?
Think about how much money you can make off this only, like this $20.
DLC that only the most insane hardcore fans of Bloodborne who love absolutely mastering every facet of the game. Let's make that just for them, and everyone else, well, fuck your $20. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what we call good business.
Mm-hmm. Making something for the fans?
Yeah, let's just piss off the entirety, let's piss off the 90% of our fan base. Only 10% can enjoy it, and then everyone else will call for refunds and then not buy future products.
Ebrietas and all that, and I can't beat the first boss of the DLC.
Why does he keep holding up Ebrietas as if she's the hardest boss in the game? Even though but he rage quit on a chalice dungeon boss later.
That's like him, you know, that is his Ivan Drago. He beat it, and he's just going to tell everybody.
But she's not even that hard.
No, did you see how many times he died to her, dude? She was totally hard.
I would have loved to see him take on the Abhorrent Beast, but that would be... Hey, thank you, Phil!
Whoa, he even passed up the hag.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to attack him now. I will say that the flag for that... No, don't go into the fog. Henriette still needs to follow you. You need to wait for her to come out over here. Okay, so I don't really know what happens with Henriette when you don't... Oh, she's probably fighting the hag.
I will say that it is really neat that the game remembers the outside world while you're in here.
Yeah. Look. She's fighting the hag, Phil. Just give her a few seconds.
There she is, Phil.
Seriously, she's coming now. What the hell?
Yeah, because it's so different from every other time you've done this fight.
Yeah.
If you had her here, Phil, you would have never been touched.
Yeah. Phil, stop using the charge attack.
Start using the fire paper, please. Just burn through this shit.
Yeah. Hit him, Phil!
Well, he's got to do that charge attack, so it only does 600 damage.
Yeah, instead of his regular, like, 480 attack that he can hit him twice with in the same amount of time. She has to be standing near you to heal her.
As I was healing, instant killed her. As I was fucking healing.
Instant kill? Did you see how low her life was?
Mm-hmm.
You bumbling fool. Well, at least I have 18 blood vials.
Oh, he hooked that...
Use the auger of your idol, Phil.
Yeah.
She's going to come here and help you.
I was going to say the auger's going to get as much use as it had on Ebrietas. Hey, visceral attack opportunity that he wasted.
Oh, that is par for this game.
Yeah. Alright, double punch to the face. Finish that fight in the most Japanese way possible. You know, one thing that's pretty funny about this boss is if you look on his back, he's actually wearing the Moonlight Greatsword the entire time of the fight, and he only equips it when he falls over and it falls off his back. And then he's like, "You were by my side the entire time." And I'm like, well, yeah, stupid. How do you not know?
No, he was on his back the entire time, and then he kind of went, "Oh yeah, I had that." I would not stand in front of him.
Up into the wall, you mean?
Yeah.
I would have maybe tried dodging to the left or to the right, because this boss, it kind of sucks at those. And I also maybe wouldn't have put myself in the corner.
Cleaving attacks? What are those?
Cold blood flower bud, that must grow in Phil's house, in a place long ago abandoned. Maybe in his old condo.
He gets me in the corner, done.
He gets you in the corner? He's reaching through the monitor, and he's touching my controller.
Yes. Well, see, that's why he has, like, 6 arms. One of those just reaches out of the screen, and Phil has to wrestle with the controller to get it back. Oh, yeah, so something else, too. If you're not there when Henriette wakes up, when you ring the old hunter's bell, she sometimes just sits there and doesn't follow you anywhere.
I can see that.
So, it's kind of a gamble as to whether or not she's actually going to help Phil out in this fight at all.
Would it make a difference?
Oh, there! Phil got lucky.
Alright, being fair to Phil here, he hasn't been hit by Ludwig yet, and he did all that before Henriette even came in.
Yes. Wow, Henriette has a lot of health.
I guess they figured since she's a computer, she might as well just be able to tank it, because she's not going to be able to dodge like a player.
Yeah. Hit her! Or hit him. So, the first time you saw that choir bell...
Run.
Yeah. So the first time you saw that choir bell... wait, how did he get hit?
Because he was only running during when it was coming down instead of just dodging.
Oh, gotcha. Anyway, the first time you saw that move, wouldn't you have thought that there's an area of effect?
Yeah, like the description, to be fair, didn't say anything about close... I'm pretty sure it didn't say anything about close range AoE.
No, it didn't.
But yeah, the first time you use it, you see the circle swirl out, it's like, okay.
Yeah. Hit him, Phil.
Hey, he's going to have Henriette for this now.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have any blood vials left, it looks like.
And okay.
Dead.
Well, you got some free hits now, Phil.
Yeah, he tried to use the bell, but he didn't realize he had too few bullets.
Now is the fire vapor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Our boy's learning.
Phil, this boss has projectiles and you don't. Get close. Well, I mean, he does. He just doesn't know how to use them.
Yeah.
How did that miss?
The game felt sorry. He really doesn't know when to heal. This is just...
Yeah. By the way, he put himself in the corner again.
No, the game did. You didn't see that?
Oh, my mistake.
The wall death gripped him over.
And as you can see, he died, because as soon as you get in the corner, that's just over.
So he can dodge the shockwaves, but he can't dodge when the boss is rushing to him like that?
Well, they're so different. I mean, one's a diagonal sweep and the other's a diagonal sweep. Watch out, Phil. Now remember, this is the instant kill move.
It's a fucking shockwave, you ninny.
Yeah, you go to the side of him. Why would you run away?
Yeah, forget
Give
it.
up.
I'm done. I don't care anymore. You know, he has this ability. I ran away. I was as far as possible, and I still get killed. I don't care. I don't care.
And that's the problem.
It's the first boss.
Your distance doesn't matter, it's your position.
Yes! That could be used to sum up every time he gets hit.
I like playing Bloodborne. Should I have to kill my fucking self?
I like the money I got from Bloodborne.
To beat this boss, you have to kill yourself. You figured it out, Phil.
So the bottom line is, this DLC is not for me. It's for other people. It's for other people. It's obviously not
Hey, when did...
for me.
Oh,
You
I was
know,
going to say, when did you
someone
lose
wants
insight?
to
But that
sit
was for
here
summoning.
and learn
Yeah.
and grind and
I was
learn
gonna say
and
too
grind
that
and learn
for the first time he,
okay,
or not
here's
for the
the
first time,
pattern.
he
Here's
acted
how
as
you
if
dodge.
that
This
boss
is
did the
exactly
instant
like
kill
that.
move for the
This is
first
exactly
time when he just really didn't remember it.
sword anymore, so I need to use my light sword and completely change up my gameplay patterns, and I don't find that fun.
You need to use the light sword for the entire fight.
Other stuff to do.
Why is that not fun to change up your pattern? Why do you like it so the game is just the same thing throughout?
Yeah.
This should be the final boss.
Could you imagine Dead to Rights if they gave you that large machine gun that had the 80-round clip throughout the entire game and just gave you the same battle box throughout?
Yeah.
Like, how fun would that be just to go around, pull the trigger, everything's dead?
Can you imagine if they only had the same takedown?
I don't listen. I have no.
Yeah.
Voice. I just don't care. You know, I've lost all motivation to play the game anymore, and I paid $20 for a fucking DLC.
Phil, go to therapy.
I don't care about either at this point. I wanted to really see it. And
Signs
I
up for
won't.
PTSD.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
not
right.
gonna waste more time.
All these
on
haters
fucking
gave me
bullshit.
PTSD.
It's bullshit. I felt like there was a big reward, right? Okay, there's not. It's the first boss.
There is a reward. You get the rest of the
Fucking
DLC.
boss. You know.
Your reward is you get to continue playing.
Yeah.
So I really don't care. I just don't. And it's the first time in this game, at least, that I just don't really care. It's not fun to me. It's not.
Well, time for a rage
At
quit.
least with Ebrietas.
How many more times is he going to say it's not fun?
Because you knew that was the super,
I don't know.
super boss. It was meant to be like the hardest challenge. You get a trophy when you fucking beat it and all that.
You get a trophy after you beat every boss.
This is just stupid, really. I have other stuff to do. I have other games I want to play.
Bullshit.
I have other games I wanna play
You would have
way
swapped to
more
them
than
if you were
Bloodborne.
doing this
At
bad.
this point, now that
Yeah.
I've seen the first boss, I'm just completely turned me off. And again, there will be people who love it and want to do it and want to challenge themselves. And oh, I beat it on the second or third try. Of course you did, because you probably play the fuck out of Bloodborne. You probably beat the game.
No, they're just
right?
better at
you
it.
probably replayed it again on New Game Plus.
No, anyone who does better
Tons
than
of
him
different
played the fuck
loadouts.
out of it.
You probably mastered
Sorry,
the
Phil,
boss.
they just
I
have a
did play
functioning
Bloodborne.
brain.
This guy's
After
level
time
10 in
allows,
Battlefront
you can
already.
play
He's got no
once, and
life.
that's it. I
Played the
did
fuck out of
the
it.
challenge dungeons of
Remember
the
when he
games
did that with,
outside of my own comfort
Injustice?
zone, something normally I wouldn't do in this game because I enjoyed the main campaign. This is nothing like the original game. The original game had no difficulty.
Yeah, this is so different.
Yeah, you know, when we were fighting Ebrietas, I didn't see any of the blood vials or that giant sword on his back. It was nothing like this.
The original game never had giant monsters that he fought. Never.
No.
You know,
I didn't even think it had blood in it. I thought it had souls or something. This blood is a new thing to me.
it's just not fun.
Yeah, it's just completely different.
Fun fact, someone in his stream chat actually asked Phil to send him his PSN name so he could play that part for him so Phil could continue to pass it.
Yeah, but doesn't Bloodborne kind of lock you to your console?
I don't know, personally.
If I remember right, somebody offered to send him a save file that would skip that portion. And but then they found out they couldn't because it's locked to your console.
I have no motivation right now to keep playing this. Zero motivation.
Phil needs a poster of Ebrietas hanging on a tree branch that says "Hang in there,
All right,
champ,"
I guess that's it. What else can I say?
and he'll look up from his TV and see that
First boss
and be like,
sucks.
"Yeah, okay, I'm
Way
gonna
too
try it
difficult,
again."
especially me doing a New Game Plus run.
It would just be
I
a poster of him as he's getting shot with
I
lasers.
killed I guess Coin or whatever his name is. I killed Vicar Amelia first try on New Game Plus, but I can't kill this boss. I killed Ebrietas, can't kill this boss. Okay.
Well, it's easy to beat the bosses when you cheese them. I looked in the side video and I saw you cheesed Father Gascon with the music box.
All right, I guess that's it. For the Bloodborne DLC, I'm very disappointed. I know you never.
Okay,
heard, like, that
and
before,
if
'cause
this
I'm
is it,
always
and
disappointed at what they've done
Yeah.
with it. They
Why does he have an
literally
epilogue
said,
if he goes on
"We're
about
not
this? Do you think he's just going to
insanely
repeat himself in the
hardcore
epilogue?
fans who played the hell out of
Because
the
he
game,
figures
build,
nobody is going to
build,
sit here and
style,
watch the
in
last.
advance. Fuck you.
How long has he been bitching now?
That's a shame.
For the last 6 minutes of him complaining about it. So he's
Yeah.
got to make a separate video.
Hey, Phil, maybe you should look at that official goo. That might help you.
Oh,
Wait a minute! All he did is just blow up the face cam so he could do this epilogue. It's the same day.
yep.
Even the updates are the same in the top left.
All right, everyone. So this is going to be kind of the epilogue video to me doing this Bloodborne Old Hunters DLC, and it
Because the last 6 minutes of my
really what I
last
wanna
video
leave you
wasn't
with is
enough.
This. I want you to understand that certainly I'm not quitting this DLC.
Are Phil's eyes
because
sinking into
I'm
his head?
Angry or I'm full of rage. It's
Look
not
at that.
a rage quit. It's more of a just. It's not just a disappointment. It's just I'm not having fun.
That's called a rage
Let
quit.
me give you the direct comparison here, okay?
Bring up
When I was
Ebrietas,
playing
or
Dark Souls 2,
Ebrietas again.
there were a lot
Yeah.
of times
Well,
I was
Ebrietas,
raging
so
like crazy,
apparently it's supposed
right?
to be pronounced.
But I motivated myself to play and get better, and I would keep playing so that I could fight those bosses and beat them.
By
Outside
playing
of-
to get
I
better,
was
he,
the one
meant
boss
grinding.
Really, I couldn't beat. It was that Mirror Knight, right? Everything else I pretty much beat legit.
Yeah, because you couldn't cheese it with
and like
lightning
it.
dick.
And then Bloodborne was kind of the same. Bloodborne, I didn't even summon anyone or anything throughout the game. I wanted to play it legit and get through it.
You just
And
use an
I
item
mean, the
duplication
difference
glitch.
Here between Ebrietas and Ludwig is very simple. Ebrietas was the end game secret boss. Like
No, she wasn't.
And Ludwig was the first area required boss. So yeah, I can see how they're completely the same.
The secret boss was the final boss of the story that you have to use 3 items to even fight.
All of the game, right? That's the secret origin of the blood and everything. So
Ebrietas couldn't have been more obvious if there were like.
I've come this
But
far,
actually, no, wait.
I've
There
done
actually
all
were
the
signs
optimal
pointing to her.
stuff. I've really, gotten through and pushed through, and I'm gonna beat this motherfucker, right? And I did, and she beat my ass, right? When you think about Ebrietas, how long? It probably took me, if I remember correctly, it was like 2 hours on one session, and then about an hour and a half on another session.
So you actually
So
spent
finally I
more
beat her, and
time
I was like,
actually on Ebrietas than you did on this guy.
Yes, it's so fun.
Yeah, good point.
Like, yes, I beat it because it felt like I was motivated to do it because it's the secret thing, and you get a trophy for it. And that was the
You get a
difference.
trophy
Even though
for
I was dying on
everything.
Ebrietas,
Every
think we-
boss.
every time I felt like
I
was
don't
getting
think we've heard
closer
any
and
new
closer
information
to
that
going
we
with
didn't
it.
get from the
And,
previous 5.
even though there were some
Or from
really
the previous
close
video in
hilarious
the 6
close
minutes.
calls,
I don't think
and
so.
then finally I came through and you're like, yes, you know, like this is great.
Do the yes
I don't
gesture
have
again, please.
Any of those feelings on this Ludwig boss. It's a complete opposite situation. He's not some secret endgame boss. He's not some.
He kind of is secret because you need to get grabbed by an enemy that you might not even know is there.
Fucking boss of the DLC, and I guarantee you,
He's more secret than Ebrietas
I
is.
actually sat here and I committed myself to play as long as I possibly could.
Hang on a minute. How does he have an item called Augur of Ebrietas and then go, she's a secret?
Other stuff going on right now.
Like,
Now,
oh man,
other
after that
games-
augur, I never knew she
Hold
was in the
on,
game.
I'm absolutely loving every moment of it. I want
Do you
to
get
play
it
more
before
of
you even fight
I
her?
absolutely cannot
You get it
buy
way
it.
earlier than when you fight her.
Which I'm playing more of it today, actually. WWE 2K16,
And it also tells you
I've had
about her in the
my
description.
career mode that I'm having tons of fun with has been on hold for 2 weeks because of all the new content and stuff that's been coming out. You know what I mean? So
No.
in that
Tell me what you
regard,
mean by putting it on
I
hold
just,
for 2
you know,
weeks.
I have other stuff I'm dying to play.
Like
This is
Tomb
not the
Raider.
time, especially
Oh wait,
this
no, I
time of
hate
year,
that
to release
too.
a DLC with the first boss.
Well,
so
Fallout, that's
fucking
supposed to be saving my
harder than
channel.
Ebrietas. That boss is harder than every. That boss.
Did you see him whining on Twitter
is
about
like
how his videos aren't
huge
getting over 1,000 views
and
anymore?
even more
Yep.
range, like giant version of Blood-Starved Beast, but harder.
I don't know
Much
why.
harder than Blood-Starved Beast. You know, Blood-Starved Beast was tough because.
How is it harder than Blood-Starved Beast? You were at level 96 when you beat a boss that you should have been able to beat at level 10.
I'm fast, and I'm also giant. You know, I'm a giant fucking monstrous boss that could just insta kill
I'm
you
looking for
whenever I
the
want. And yes,
wires that
like I
are
said,
handing
I'm
his
sure
hands up.
God,
I'm imagining
I could
Kermit just talking right
I
now.
mean, it could be 5 minutes, and I look out and I kill it.
Leanna's
Or
hiding
it could be
behind the
5
wall,
hours.
just leaning over,
I know I could
just,
do it, but I
just
don't
moving him
care.
around.
You know, I have way more stuff to do. Other things
I
that
posit that
can
you
play,
could replace
I enjoy,
Bernie and
that
Weekend
I
at
wanna get
Bernie's with
back
Phil,
to,
and it would
you
make
know?
sense still.
And
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. You can blame me if
I
you
gotta
want,
say, those
fine.
puppet strings
I'm
on Phil are pretty
more
excellent.
casual Bloodborne player, yeah. I certainly did not. When I played Bloodborne, I loved it. I played every
No,
piece
you
of content
didn't.
in the story of the game, all the secret bosses and everything. The only thing I didn't do was all the chalice dungeons because it just felt like a repetitive grind.
This is how you don't
Some of
play
those bosses were
Bloodborne,
just
begs to
insane.
differ, Phil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I think I know why he keeps on
so
flicking
I
his hair
love the
back and
game,
sniffing his
Bloodborne
fingers.
still,
Remember
even
because he
though
was bragging about how
I'm
greasy his
basically
hair is?
saying, fuck this DLC, I still think Bloodborne is one of my favorite games of the year, and it's definitely in my top 10 favorite games of the year.
You were just
This is
saying that
DLC,
this
isn't
soured the
main
game for you.
You know what I mean? This is not the main game, so it doesn't even factor into that. I want people to know that. But at this time of year, let's
But it
release
is.
insanely grueling, crippling DLC that, you know, more casual players.
You should have played it on New Game only, like not New Game
I
Plus.
played the game March and April. That was it.
So
I
there's
didn't
New
do
Game, New
Plus.
Game
I
Plus,
didn't even try new weapon
Well,
and then
builds.
New
I
Game
tried
Plus
nothing.
7?
That was it for me. I was
Pretty
on
much
to
for
other
like
stuff,
difficulties.
you
Okay.
know? I was
Where the
on
hell
to
did they
other
get the
stuff.
plus 7 from?
And
I don't know. Just for some reason, after you beat the game 7 times, everything gets much harder.
I keep playing it. I want to replay it, and that's fine. If that's you, that's cool. That's who this DLC is for. It's not for me. They didn't make this DLC for me.
We want
They
to
made
call
this
it
for
New
the
Game
most
Plus Plus?
insanely
No, throw a 7 at the end.
hardcore
It's good.
Fans of Bloodborne that really want to get really.
Well, it
good
only
at
takes
the game
effect once you beat the main
and
story
dodge
7
stuff and
times.
do- and I'll
So
be honest,
Oh,
when you beat
okay.
That boss,
I don't know why they chose 7 to be
good on
their
you.
like
You're
marker
obviously
for
way
measurement
better
or
than me at
whatever.
the game.
So like
I
a New
admit it. I'm
Game
not
plus,
good at regular
144 or
Bloodborne.
some shit?
I'm
Nope,
okay
it stops
it.
at 7.
You know, I grinded a lot
That's the
of
highest
the
difficulty.
original campaign of the game, right? Why do you think I had such a hard time with Ebrietas? Because I was learning for the first time during the Ebrietas fight these core game mechanics that I guess a lot of people use to kill all the bosses.
Wow.
Ooh.
So
Ebrietas
Yeah,
is
it is
like
what it is.
one of
I
the
love
so,
Bloodborne.
you fight
I love the
Ebrietas
game.
so close to the end
Ebrietas
that
had
you can
difficulty
actually
fight
beat her
for a
after
reason.
the final
Secret
boss of the
final
main
boss,
story.
whatever. The Bloodborne DLC is not my cup
Oh,
of
you're
tea.
supposed to be
I love it
dodging
until
the
I got to
entire time you
boss.
play
I'll be
this
honest,
game?
there's more
Shit.
bosses like that
And
in
it
the
took him
DLC
that
I'm
long to
really
learn
happy
these
with.
core mechanics because he
There's
just
no way
ground
I'm
his
gonna
way
waste
through.
that time. I feel
Like,
like that's wasted time. That's time.
how
hours of my
obvious
daily
is it that you
life
suck at
I could put
Bloodborne
towards
if you
other
think,
games
oh
that I
wait,
wanna
I was
play,
learning for the
other
first
games I
time the
wanna
main
play,
mechanics of the entire
you know?
game
It could go
of,
towards
oh,
that.
don't get hit by
You
the
know what I mean?
enemies.
Ugh.
So I'm annoyed that this happened. I'm
If you want my honest
disappointed,
opinion,
but
I'm probably
I'd
one of the
much
best
rather
gamers on the
play
planet.
something
Yes.
that I'm enjoying than continue to grind and waste time on this. And I'll be honest.
Hey Phil,
I
as long as your
guarantee
viewers are
you,
watching
I
it, keep on playing it.
fucking to you that these videos of me fighting Ludwig, no one's gonna really give a shit. I guarantee it.
The
People will
likes,
watch first
dislikes,
one
and
say,
the views
okay,
for him
Phil
beg
didn't
to
beat him.
differ.
Let's say,
Exactly.
Oh my God, Phil still didn't
There
beat
have been
him.
more
Oh my God,
views
Phil still didn't
on.
beat him.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
when
Part
does he
9
beat
had
him?
more
Oh, he never
views
beat him.
than,
All right,
let's
well, okay.
say,
And they'll
this
watch
Fallout
final
4
video, and
playthrough
that'll
Part
be it.
104.
No one wants to sit here
I'm
and
going
watch
to
me
say
watch
that
videos and sleep
the
hours
parts
on it.
12
You know?
had
The
more
stream
views than his
had
entire
decent
Fallout
attendance.
4
And
playthrough.
if I were a different kind of gamer, who all I did was live stream and I interacted with the stream chat, then maybe it would have made sense and been profitable.
It is
We can
profitable.
do this like this. It's not. I have way more things that I want to get to that I will enjoy more, will be better for the business than sit here and...
Is this why
try to
he's
fight
begging
this fucking
Machinima now
boss
to send
over
him
this fucking
free
bullshit
game
series?
copies because he's too afraid
So that's it.
to
Not
plopping
rage
down
quit,
like 20 or
it's more
60
of a,
bucks
I'm just not having
and
fun,
hating it?
and I'm not
I
gonna
guess so.
kill myself.
I love too how he says
This
other games that I play will be better for the business than just keep on playing this again. But it got him way more views than those other games.
When are you gonna
Yep.
play more Fallout? When are you gonna do this? And I can't answer them.
Great job with that business
This
degree.
is something that's not the right timing, and certainly not my.
By the way, did he ever show that business degree on camera? Because I'm really doubting that he ever got it.
No.
So that's it for the
You know, just like his back injury, his gout, and his dying camera. By the way, this camera did not turn off once during this entire thing. Remember how he was whining that it turns off after 20 minutes?
For those of you who did watch, thanks for watching.
Yep.
Thanks for understanding. And now I am, I'm out. I'm out.
So,
and
just
on
another,
other stuff.
I guess,
That I
lie to
want
chalk
play
up.
versus this fucking boss. So that's it.
He's out of material finally, thank God.
He only had, thanks for not cutting that part, Phil. He only
YouTube
had,
editor? What's that?
yeah, exactly. You don't even have to edit it. Like, you don't even have to get Movie Studio after you make these. You can just edit it right on the site itself.
Alright, you
Ma-
ready for the comments?
Yeah, maybe I'll intentionally desync his audio. Gold LBS. You should try to beat Ludwig once a day and stream it. It could be its own series.
There's 5
Which-
replies, too.
Yeah. To be fair to him, I guess it actually would get him more views.
There's at least 3 people to that reply to that comment saying that's actually a good idea.
Yeah. And one of those replies is Gold LBS saying he can summon 2 or 3 AI companions too. Well, he can't summon AI companions like that, but people he can do.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
believe
isn't
me-
a rage quit, but here's 8 minutes on how mad I am about this boss.
Yep, exactly.
68 thumbs up. Let me be perverted and thumbs that up. There we go.
I will too. Well, oh wait, no, I'll have to take my
Oh.
thumbs up away now. Don't worry, I can do that. I'll thumbs down that because that doesn't actually do anything on YouTube.
There you go.
Wow, there's only 2 replies to
Rorona
Rorona Zoro, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you fucking cheese Dark Souls bosses. You overlevel them in Bloodborne and Dark Souls. Now you realize grinding won't help pure scrubbiness and you age quit. I'm surprised that there's only 2 replies to that.
If there's 81 thumbs up, which is probably more important.
Yeah. And the reply he has there is all messed up, but to be fair, that's part of YouTube. Where, for some reason, apostrophes get replaced by all those symbols.
Shangafai says, Ludwig is officially my new hero.
I like credits. Haha, and he just quits this easily because Fallout 4 is getting more views. If he actually cared one bit, he would do the right thing, which is start the DLC on New Game, not New Game Plus, and give the DLC a fair chance. But no, Fallout 4. He has beaten harder bosses before. A good example would be Ebrietas. You didn't see him quit there, did you? And he tried beating that boss way more times, and it was optional over trying to beat a main boss in an amazing piece of DLC. Gee, I wonder why. Views. I mean, to be fair, he actually tried less times on Ebrietas, and he actually did. Well, he spent more time on it, but fewer tries.
Well, because there was no elevator this time around to pad it out.
Fair enough.
Hank Hill a week ago, and this was 102 likes, says, "Why didn't he use the lightning spears?"
Yes. Mm-hmm. I like how he said that he beat the entire Dark Souls 2 legit when he just sat back and spammed lightning spears for the entire game.
Yep. And then had the audacity to bitch about it during the DLC when they nerfed it.
Well, the best part, too, is how he was bitching about it. He goes, "Isn't it funny that after I start using lightning spears, they nerfed it? Isn't that weird?" Like, oh yeah,
like
sure
From Software is out for him.
Exactly. I'm sure that's what's happening, Phil. Just keep telling yourself that. I'm important, guys. Trust me.
Fantango says, "Does he actually have legit fans who like watching him grind levels to beat bosses with mindless R1 spam?"
Oh, come on, Fandango. Be a little generous. He tried R2 with a charge attack a few times, but always missed.
David Adamson says, so now that you've pussed out, are you going to fulfill your Thanksgiving Patreon goal, or are you still going back on that too?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure if well, who cares about the fans, really? You don't need to do any sort of special thing with them. You can bitch about them constantly, and they still watch your stuff. I see a lot of idiots in the stream chat, so come by and watch me tomorrow, you morons. And they do.
Yep. Wow, who are the assholes that told me to fall into that bear pit? Thanks.
Oops, are you mad? Says, it is a rage quit. You quit because you were mad that the DLC was too hard for you. Wah. Sierra Raider X2 says, so first you give up on the fan appreciation for Thanksgiving to play Bloodborne, and then you rage quit on that as well? That's a nice way to treat your Patreons. Sure as hell gonna cancel my pledge now.
Damn, 4 replies. Any of them good?
I haven't seen him yet. Oh, there's only 2. I guess the other 2 were blocked by Phil. They must have been on a different video, because I don't think he moderated the comments on this one.
Valken Hain Helsing says, can you stop fucking snorting into your fucking mic, you disgusting fat slob? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that ain't gonna change, but I'm still gonna highlight it.
That's a comment we can all agree with.
Mm-hmm. Thumbs up. Another comment saying that somebody threw up when he snorted for the 100th time.
Where does all that shit go?
Colin Mack, way to take the coward's way out. Please stick to casual games so you can at least finish what you start. Would you call Bloodborne like a hardcore game? Like, really?
No, I wouldn't. You were more broken against Blue Smelter, so why give up on this so quickly? Oh, right, you just wanted an excuse to play more Fallout 4 and drop this game. Remember that, where he spent an entire stream trying to beat Blue Smelter, then had to respec?
That's your opinion. Fallout 4 allows you to set the game's difficulty. They give you freedom, unlike Bloodborne. It's as challenging as you make it.
Oh yeah, Fallout 4 certainly doesn't get harder as you go along in the game. I mean, that would just be crazy.
Or, you know, if you progress south, you can counter harder enemies. Yeah, no, it's totally...
Never happens.
No.
I love Bloodborne, 2 minutes later. Mm-hmm. I didn't enjoy it, I don't want to play it. Nice backpedal there, Phil. DSP Top 5 Dead or Alive. Number 1, Ludwig the Accursed. Number 2, Old Monk. Number 3, Ukbook the Black. Number 4, Looking Glass Knight. Number 5, Old King Alant or Smelter Demon.
Good old Ukbook.
Yeah, I wish he was in more games, honestly. That was still the best part of that. This is how you don't play Shadows of Mordor. It all stops, it all goes south, in my opinion, when Ukbook's no longer in it.
Mm-hmm. And then for the final boss, he comes back.
Yeah, I was so happy. Just because every time Ukbook shows up, it's great. Where Phil's fighting a huge group of guys, and then all of a sudden somebody snipes him from behind, and it's always Ukbook.
What is that? That would be Snake 19 says, if DSP can't beat the first boss, that's how you know they did the DLC right.
Yes.
Yak Almighty, it took me around 8 hours to beat him. If you played the game, you know this boss is bullshit. And I beat him by summoning 2 other people to help me defeat him.
Did you fall asleep after the first hour? CNN breaking news. Popular YouTuber found unresponsive in his apartment. Medical examiners are saying due to extreme exposure to a very difficult game, failure has caused what experts are calling get good deprivation. Dr. Giant Dad, Giant Dad, I mean, also known as Giant Dad, was quoted saying, I've haven't seen anything like this since before the Hornet Ring nerf. This was bad. Very, very bad. And this was on Thanksgiving, too. More reports coming in. Stay tuned on the new killer in America. Get good, deprivation. Thank you, one Deloanne.
God, so many whiny bitches in the comments here. Seriously, I can feel their butt hurt.
They are giving him all sorts of suggestions. How dare they?
Zero Reaper 42. It's obvious what's happening here. You fought Ludwig at a low level, so you're not going to have an easy time fighting him. You're too underleveled for this DLC, and since you are on New Game Plus, you need to grind more. Also, get good. Tanking through this DLC is not going to help you at all.
Well, he's not underleveled, he's just at the right level, so...
I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm probably going to get shit for it. Matthias Hugo?
Yep, I'm looking at that too.
Hey Phil, remember your DMC4 playthrough when you reached mission 11 and before you started it, you said you weren't having fun with that game? Did you quit because of it? No, you did not. Now the same thing is happening with Bloodborne, only this time you're quitting under the excuse of not having fun and I have other things to do. Oh god, there's more to read.
Yeah, I think the only reason for you to be quitting is because you have realized that you can't grind like how you did in other Souls games. You actually can, but that would take too much time, and you are in a hurry to finish this DLC just to play Fallout 4. Don't take me wrong, Fallout 4 is a great game. For the sake of your viewers, never again play another From Software title. And in the case you play it, take some time to learn how to play it, but without grinding your way through the game. And before I forget, can't wait for This Is How You Don't Play Bloodborne DLC. I've seen that. They only show the boss fight. He's like they cut out even his walk to it.
Damn.
And it's 2 hours long. Oh, somebody here thought he was fighting the optional super boss of the DLC, and he didn't even do that. Lawrence, fuck that guy. For the first time in all my From Software experience, I actually feel it's impossible. 4 freaking hours and I haven't even made it to 50% yet.
Yeah, goddamn. I only put 4 hours into my game and I haven't even beaten it yet? What's going on here?
To be fair, that boss is he's not harder than the final boss of the DLC, but he is pretty difficult. And that's only because his Form 2, for some reason, is really easy. I'm not sure why. Like, he loses his entire lower body and has to sort of crawl after you with his hands. And you can just keep on baiting him into using this swipe at you, then run up to him, hit him, run away, and just rinse, repeat until he's dead. It's so easy to not even take a single hit in that form.
You want to hear a comment from one of Phil's fans?
Sure. Is it Jackboy777666?
No, but go ahead and read that one.
Oh. How is the game any fun when it's this hard? Just seems dumb to me.
This is from Prince J, and there's 11 upvotes on it, who says, Phil,
oh, there it is.
There are tons of your fans, including me, who would love the opportunity to help you through this boss. Please. This is the only piece of your content that I've been interested in watching in a while, as I am a huge Souls game fan. I'm going to go off topic here real quick. Wouldn't that be a good excuse? Like, okay, I'm having trouble with Ludwig. I was supposed to do a fan appreciation video today.
Yes!
Let's invite the fans.
I didn't even think of that. That's a very good idea.
Mm-hmm. Seeing you quit like this, not even considering the option of summoning for help, is disheartening. I really wanted to see you get through this DLC. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that I'm disappointed. I'll be back around for Dark Souls 3 IG. I don't know what the hell IG stands for.
I guess.
Oh, okay. You're guessing that's what it stands for?
Yes, I am.
IG.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin Gray unsubbed from this because of Phil's Patreon donation. Like, he really is pissed off.
I don't blame him.
Oh, but Blue Blur's got some words for Dustin Gray. You seem to have forgotten about Christmas, which is still a part of that Patreon goal. So stop complaining unless he cancels that too. If he does, then by all means continue.
But he was supposed to do 2 fan appreciations, and now he's only doing 1. Yannick T says he summoned people to help him beat the knight in Dark Souls 2, so what's the problem here? What? What were they thinking? Fuck this stupid DLC. You can't just take the boss and spam your standard attack. Hashtag Bloodborne Casual.
Reeler Movie Review says, this is either a Greek tragedy or a comedy. Actually, it's a bit of both in the end when I think about it. I was hoping to see you finish the rest of this DLC, but at the same time, I am not surprised it ended like this. But seeing Ludwig suck every bit of sanity and life from you really had started to lose its charm after so many beatdowns. So maybe this is for the best.
Mm-hmm. Tomer H says, this DLC is for the average gamer. The thing is, you are below average gamer. Way below.
Damn.
You tank hits, heal at bad times, spam Sparn. Oh no, that is spam. The R1 and won't bother learning the dodge timing at all. Don't blame FromSoft. Come on, say I'm a shitty at this game and I'm not good enough to beat this boss. I was watching this after I didn't bother watching any of your content for a long, long time. I guess there is nothing for me to watch on here again. But anyways, waiting for Epic Name Bros or German Spies to take on this DLC. Those are real average gamers.
Way to bring up YouTubers on somebody else's channel.
Oh, here's Future Gaming 3000, which is another hardcore defender of Phil's who, for some reason, is trying to defend him, going like, "Hey guys, he makes thousands of dollars a month. Okay, stop making fun of him." I was trying to talk to him on another comment string. He's just one of those people that just doesn't listen to anything besides their own worldview.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm. All the people criticizing Phil, send us some links to watch you beating this stupid boss in New Game Plus. I really want to see how amazing you are. Now, I'm just going to try out something real quick. How many videos are there of Bloodborne Ludwig the Accursed on New Game Plus? 23,500 results.
Damn.
23. I mean, I know that. Okay, let's say some of those videos are unrelated and it's just people talking about Ludwig.
Sure.
That's still way more than 10,000 videos of people fighting and beating the boss on New Game Plus.
Yep. But those aren't the detractors, man. Those detractors don't know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Deadly Dre from a week ago says, I appreciate you're honest, Phil. And quitting isn't a regular thing for you, so it's cool.
Bullshit. How many
At least
games
you
has he
tried.
quit?
Oh, there was the Rage Quit for 2013. I don't know if there's a Rage Quit 2014 yet.
There is.
Oh, then there we go. I know Ninja Gaiden. We watched Mega Man X3.
Mm-hmm.
This one. I'm not helping my case any here.
Cause you know what's gonna happen, I'm gonna beat him. It's gonna be a random time when he doesn't do 100% damage attacks, he doesn't get double hits on a fucking cheap ass attack. I'm gonna beat him.
So far, so good?
So,